Local market closing almost 2/3% in the green. It was a good showing from miners this afternoon in an otherwise very mixed market. Ridwaan Moolla is from Think Markets. He's been watching today's movements. Ridwaan, thanks very much indeed for talking to us. Look, I suppose the All Share is still in record territory. We thought the market would close lower than it did today, just looking at what happened in the morning. But it recovered quite well. What's been pushing the market today?
Well, there's been a bit of a mixed bag in the markets, actually, with what's pushing it. You take the top 40 index. We've had Investec up there, Sasol down. On the overall all-share index, there we've seen really and truly Telkom, which really was down quite a bit, over 7%. But it's been, like you say, it's been quite a bit of a mixed bag. Your Bulletins, Anglo Gold and the likes, they've done quite nicely, up over 2%. You've had TGA, Tugela, that's been up also just over 4%. But a bit of a mixed bag today. But yeah, overall, both the top 40 and the all-share index just over 2/3% up.
You mentioned Telkom. That share price falling about 7% after the trading update. One would have thought that here's a company that's taking off with its mobile business. A lot of people racing towards Telkom at one stage to sign up, but it wasn't enough for Telkom to actually impress shareholders. They still fell through pretty low, didn't they, in that trading update?
Yeah. So, the revenue is down overall. One of the big things, like you're saying, everyone expected the mobile to do a bit well, but it didn't do that well. It's postpaid customers didn't grow. That business didn't grow virtually at all. And then the big impact was its IT business, the BCX business, which is obviously struggling still from the COVID pandemic without having the chips that it needs. So it's got very, very large back orders. And that business obviously really and truly brought it all down. So the revenue at the end of the day is down and not doing that well. And again, we also have to look at Telkom. It's had a very nice big growth with OpenServe, where we saw the fiber market obviously growing, but it came in very competitive in its pricing and the likes. We don't see that going forward. You're not going to see 39, 40% growth again going forward. I think they've pretty much taken on the client base that they need to in this last year. But yeah, overall, the mobile, it's more the prepaid, obviously that's grown a bit, but MTN, Vodacom still seem to be eating their lunch on the postpaid customers.
Yeah, and just when you thought it's only South Africa that is met with these steep, almost awkward and uncomfortable food inflation and price rises, you just look around you, and internationally it's not very different. You have people internationally struggling with the price of food at the moment and general inflation. One of the reasons is that what appears to be a very stubborn oil price. We're $92 now a barrel, so that's a bit of a warning flag for price rises, isn't it?
Look, the whole of last week, the markets were pretty much quiet, but everybody was seeing inflation. Everybody's talking about interest rates going up, and it's going up. But the question is at what rate? And a lot of us are predicting it's going to be a lot faster than what people expect it to be. So you've got all of that coming, and then you've got this oil price, which, like you're saying, it's staying above $92 a barrel. It's not going down just like that. OPEC last week, they also announced that they're going to be increasing production and the likes. Hasn't impacted it at all. So I think we're in for a bit of a rough ride with regards to obviously inflation and interest rates rising and the likes. So things are going to get expensive, and it's now, we got to face that reality, unfortunately.
Thanks very much indeed. Ridwaan Moolla there of Think Markets, giving us his thoughts on the market movements today.